right, what are
So
we
hi
doing?
everybody, we're playing Sharehouse, and we've set up some lines and veils before playing. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention that. So please check that out. And wait, I'm always very disorganized when I start talking to the camera. Hmm, hold on. So we've set up a bit of our characters and our character keeper, and maybe we're playing Sharehouse by Diel over here. Hi, yes, we're very excited. So Sharehouse is based off of Sarah's house, but is also about pining and not confessing, and is a really cool firebrand. Oh, yeah, firebrand's hack, right?
Yeah.
Loo- Loosely, yeah. And then yeah. So I think we can go around introducing our characters. Okay, fine. Well, let's go by character keeper. So, I'm Maria. I'm playing Ken. I'm fan casting Wang Yibu for my look. So I'm tall and very attractive, and I'm a mid-tier semi-professional football player. So I'm like in the V leagues, but I'm not super pro or super famous. I sideline as a kids football coach, and I like rating takoyaki stands on like my free time, and I'm kind of embarrassed about it honestly because I'm too verbose and too passionate about it. And I transferred a lot as a kid, and sometimes I have a knee injury, and yeah, um, happy to end up in a nice looking house for television.
Right. Hi, my name is Shizuka, she, her. My face likeness, face sake is Kiku Mizuhara. Um, so yeah, I look exactly like Kiku Mizuhara, 168 cm tall, Hafu features, I am a freelance model. I studied pastry chefing, pastry chefing in France, for my bachelor's. But now I'm actually pursuing my full time dream of having a PhD in Asian anthropology. My thesis is exploring the development of Korean Japanese food waste in the post imperialist World War II world. Yeah,
Wow, I love it.
yeah, very specific.
Specific is good.
Mm.
All right. Um, cool. I will be playing Harry Meda, he, him pronouns, face provided by the wonderful Dev Patel. And yeah, Harry is a hairdresser. He likes being chatty and social with the customers that come in. Currently learning how to dye hair in cool colors and like do patterns and things. He also offers shaving services if you need a shave with his steady hands.
I love it.
And I'm. Sorry, Maria. I'm Farah. So I just graduated and started working as a nurse in like aged care, working in like a nursing home, looking after the elderly. But I'm really into like dancing on TikTok, and I read, and like I'm kind of the opposite of Shizuka in the sense that I really try to be like intellectual. I read like a lot of poetry and like classic books, and I'm like constantly like I'm a dilettante, kind of learning new languages to read poetry in the original language, but then I forget pretty quickly. I'm not quite as good as sticking to things as Shizuka is with a full-time PhD and piles of and like lots of life experience.
Oh, stop comparing yourself to me. Not healthy.
I'll have to add not healthy to this now.
So going back
All right.
to like our game document, the scenes that are available is a moment together, household dinner, I'm moving out, let's get some food, and let's go out dancing. So Are any of the scenes calling to anybody in particular? And who would you like to have the scene with?
Do we always start with household dinner, right?
If you don't, oh right, yes.
Yeah, start with household dinner.
Okay, you're cooking the food. Decide what food you're cooking and why. All of the housemates are sitting around the dining room table. Ask a question. Any housemate can choose to answer it, and somebody must. When they've answered and the conversation that starts has ended, they ask a question. This continues until everybody has answered a question. Nobody answers more than one question. Dinner's over when every housemate has answered the question. And then you can propose a catch up. Awesome.
Oh, do we also need
All
to
right.
spin the bottle to find our crushes? Although I don't know how he would spin a bottle in this.
I don't know how we're gonna spin the bottle on this.
Actually, I was thinking, so let's just assign numbers from our order in the character keeper. So I'm 1, Sam is 2, Luke is 3, Diel is 4, and then we could just roll a d4.
That
And
sounds
then
fine.
And then as long as it's not yourself, you can re-roll if it's yourself, right? Thank you for
That
reminding
sounds
me.
perfect.
Yeah.
That's okay. Because I was out so much. I was like, did I miss something? Did I miss the bit where we spun the bottle?
No. Right. I have rolled.
I have also rolled. Do we tell or do we not tell?
We don't
No, it's a
tell.
secret.
We don't tell. Okay.
Which, like, I really like my result because it is not what I would have picked.
Oh, okay. That's
This
interesting.
makes me so happy. No, that's why it's great having it random, right?
Wait, oh my gosh. My dice roller is so... Wait.
The other thing we should do is, I'm going to add a row for the attractive qualities.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because then we can all go in and say like one brief thing that we find attractive about each other's characters. Shall we say those out aloud as well?
Cool. So like we want to go through all of them and then each person can say what has been written about themselves.
That sounds good.
Who is that?
I need to write down I'm gonna remember my crush, but just so that my brain will not forget things that are not on the character keeper. Oh god, I'm already so excited. Oh, we're gonna comment on other people, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I will just share that screen.
All right, I'm done. Yes, food love language. Nice.
Does anyone want to like veto any of these?
I'm good.
Because we don't want anyone to be playing something that they're not happy with.
Good so far.
Oh, it gives great scalp massage. It's so good.
Oh no.
Or is it just one thing? I've been typing several things. Wait.
You can type as many things as you want.
Okay. Okay.
So good.
I dig it.
Okay, I'm good. Yes, I feel like
I'm good.
Yeah.
I will read what's in there. Oh, whoa! I have a nice singing voice in the shower. I love it. I love that it's only in the shower. It's like yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Is everyone done?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Let's read ours out. Shall we start with Maria again?
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, the thing that um, I still want. Hmm, if Sam's okay with it, I want them to be good in conversation, or are they not? Or
I'm good. You tell me.
they should. Yeah, I mean, I would think that. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, okay. So what's attractive about Mr. Ken here is that he's very athletic, cis het, but in a non-toxic way. Like not super aware, but kind of aware. So that's forgivable in an extent. Um, just very fucking enthusiastic, real smooth singing voice in the shower. Reminds me of my ex, but the good one. I love how this statement is applicable for both the character and the player, but we'll never know.
Oh no. All right. I have a sharp wit. I leave really specific foods as gifts for people because I sometimes feel uncomfortable saying things. Okay, yeah, why not? I'm a Libra. I have the cutest reactions to animals of all sorts. I'm a good conversationalist.
All right. Things that are attractive about Harry include that he looks like Dev Patel. Love that you can always see what's going on without having to ask me what, having to ask people what's going on. I give great scalp massages. ASMR, is that as in I make ASMR? My voice is ASMR? Or
Oh,
Is it
Yeah.
like your voice is
clarify?
ASMR.
My voice is ASMR. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll give
Wow.
you a haircut in a sexy way. Excellent banter when people have their dye and stuff.
And Farah has Adora bottom energy. She's enthusiastic. She always has something new to bring to the table because of her dilettante energy. She's clumsy cute, which grates the perfectionist in her, but it also makes her feel more human and more self-accepting. And she awkwardly tries to speak Korean. And I'm going to guess that's to Shizuka, specifically.
I love it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So do we switch back now to the
Household lead.
Now to dinner. Now to dinner.
to
Yes.
okay. Oh, wrong button. I wish StreamYard could remember two screens, but it can't. Okay.
All right. So are we all cooking?
Yes, we're all cooking.
Nice.
I'm cooking very bad.
Yeah, we're all cooking. What are we cooking? Or, actually, you know what? I feel like Shizuka, do you want to cook for us? Given our history, like
No,
what we know
no.
about each other.
I'm gonna cook one. I'm gonna cook one thing. Everybody else has to cook something else. I'm not gonna cook for everybody. Come on.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But I'm cooking
Right.
something surprisingly low effort. Spam fries. Just spam and fry. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I cooked bacon and eggs. I made breakfast meal for lunch.
Ah, yum. I love it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's very breakfast energy. And I feel like Ken is low-key judging Shizuka. Shizuka, there you go. I thought I pronounced it wrong. Low-key judging Shizuka for making something very simple. I'm like, I thought we were sous chef. Is it
No,
this is like
no. I'm just wait. Does it count as a question or is this?
oh
I think we're just saying what the food is.
Okay.
So I'm gonna. Sorry.
yeah, I'm just saying how they're reacting. I don't think it's a question yet.
Oh, okay.
Not a question yet.
Yeah.
We're just
Alright.
saying what the food is and why we're cooking it. I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna probably cook like I'm gonna cook a pastry, not really paying attention. Like I'm gonna do, but not, something kind of rustic, like coconut macarons or something like that.
Ooh.
I love coconut.
Like coconut, not
that's
macarons, macaroons. You know, like the big kind of chunky. Second.
Kind of like yo-yos.
They're like these like these things. So I'll throw down a link. Like they'd embarrass Shizuka, put it that way. To be like, come on, this is really baking.
Okay.
What does Harry make? I think Harry's not a great cook either, but because he's got fine motor movement, he likes to embellish a lot, so it looks pretty, but it's probably a very simple dish. Like maybe it's just like potato chips, but each individual chip is sculpted in like a leaf or a flower or something. It takes a lot more time and effort than is necessary, but he's making up for the simplicity with its pretty looks, and then like seasoning on top. I was like, cook it with seasoning, but like embellish.
That's cool.
If I knew him in real life, I would tease him to death. Hmm.
Oh, that's a lot of greasy food.
That's okay.
Yep.
I think the while you're cooking the food, I feel like my bacon and eggs is my specialty, and I feel like I'm asking Shizuka if they forgot like their sous chef skills around the house today.
I'm gonna respond with, I think you're expecting a lot from me. I'm busy. I make what I want.
Yeah.
I make like what I like to eat. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like gesturing towards like a movie or Netflix that we've set up in like our very fancy ass living room. Oh, by the way, just in meta, are we televised or is this like just a normal? Are we like a televised forced to live together in a home group, or is it a televised version?
I'm down for that. Yeah.
I'm down for televised.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm telling Shizuka that because of that you don't get to pick what we're watching on Netflix tonight.
I'm not gonna join you watching tonight. I have to work on my thesis, but okay.
And then Ken feels offended and he's like, "Oh, but you promised."
Right.
So actually, so I'm like, yeah. So Shizuka, what are you doing? So you're working on your PhD full time all the way through the day, right?
All the way through the day, yes, full time. Technically. Yeah.
So like, why do you have to work all night as well? You should have a night off.
You have a point. Yeah. Yeah. You have a point. I am on this show. After all, I have to make some drama, so I just go like, yeah, I have a night off.
And I'll just kind of like plonk down on the. Well, actually, like we're around the table. I
Yeah.
kind of like like nudge you and be like, yeah.
Okay. So what do you have in mind?
So who had a really good day at work today? Why don't you tell me all about it?
Oh yeah, I had a great day at work actually. I had one of my favorite customers come in. They come in every couple of weeks just to make sure, they get their fade trimmed in right. Yeah, just had like a really great chat about everything and nothing. And I think they're getting a new dog. They're looking at getting a new dog soon. So they showed me some pics and it's really exciting. So, I mean, who doesn't love cute pics of dogs, right?
Yeah.
I asked for a picture, because I like animals.
Yeah, I'll grab a picture and I'll show it to Shizuka. And then I'll show it over to Farah as well. I was like, oh yeah, don't you think this is cute? Like, look at that tiny little face.
I'm gonna stuff my head in there because I also want to see. I don't like being not included.
Yeah,
I let like a short squeal, Ah, it's a dog.
Yeah. Oh gosh. I go like I wish. I do like a small fourth wall moment where I'm like, I wish the executives would let us have a pet here. But we won't have a pet here, so.
I just kind of like sit up. Like I imagine like we're sitting on this like in this kitchen that we got the picture of. So I feel like if we're all like looking at this photo, we're probably crowded around, and I probably like sit up on the bench and just kind of like lean back and kind of grin over everyone's shoulders as they stare at the dog and chat about getting a pet.
My question is, so I'll put my phone away and I'll ask, who changed their look today? Someone's looking different.
Not me.
No, I reckon it's probably me.
Yeah, like, can it be yourself? Yeah. Yeah, so I feel like I noticed that you have like this slight, ever so slight highlight, like on one side of your hair, and I ask you what's up with that.
And I don't want to say I went to the hairdresser because you know what? I feel like maybe Harry would get. What? Why didn't you go to me? So I probably like
saddened.
I probably had. I worked night shift last night, so I got home at like 3 in the morning, or like 6 in the morning. Like it was only like a little while ago. I probably like this probably is breakfast for me, and that's probably why Ken decided to cook bacon and eggs. And when I jumped into the shower this morning, when I was supposed to grab like the shampoo, but instead I accidentally grabbed like the bleach.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I took some home with me.
Yeah,
Like testing out different brands.
exactly. Some of Harry's stuff was there,
Oh,
and
damn.
and my hair was like absolutely messed up. So then I went through all of Harry's other brand tests and tried to patch it up. So that's why I'm looking kind of like with some weird highlights and things at the moment today.
Oh, you know, I could
But
probably
I'm
fix
fully
that up
off.
for you. I mean, yeah, I mean, I think you're doing fine, obviously, but yeah, you're doing great. But yeah, no, I mean, I could help you out with that if you want. I mean, we could totally change it up if you want to try something new, or we could, give you a trim. I can layer it so that maybe that one bit hides underneath all of the rest. Totally up to you. We can sit down and chat about it sometime if you want.
Oh my god, that sounds fantastic! Thank you so much, Harry.
Yeah, no worries, anytime.
I go like, you should try bangs. I feel like bangs would work. And right, Harry? I think I'm seeing something.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably pull off, bang. You can pull off anything, but yeah, if you want to go bangs, yeah, I can. We could try that out.
What do you think will work for me? In terms of my do, because I haven't actually had a good what's the word for it? I haven't gone to the salon in a long time. So like, what do you suggest I do with this?
Yeah, you've kind of had the same kind of look for a while, right? But what do you think? I mean, I could dye your hair. Dyeing your hair is always fun. It's not, doesn't have to be terribly permanent. Gives you a new look for a while. You can try it on. Whereas, cutting your hair, you gotta commit to it for a little bit. But dyeing your hair is always a great way to, chuck some color in there, and it can even
I don't.
be little.
No, I don't want to damage my roots. I want to do something that makes a. I sort of want to be one of those Asian girls that this like one purple blue highlight.
Purple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very fair. Very fair. Well, yeah. I mean, if you don't want to go color, we can always try, a new style. What are you thinking? You want to go really short? I think you could pull off something really short.
I could do short. Yeah.
Yeah, short.
Surprise my PhD supervisor. Oh, oof.
I feel like I swing over to the refrigerator and pull out our station ID endorsed brand insert beer. Oh, really nice. And there's like some zoom shots into like the cooling stuff. And then I go like, okay, everybody's trying to like have a new life here. Let's get cracking. And then I open a lot and like I not really force, but more of like very heavily insist on putting one for everybody. Do people how do our housemates react?
I mean, it's free beer, so like.
It's a weekday at work tomorrow, and it's not just emphasizing.
So like I think I say no to the beer because because like I just woke up after a long night, so like I'm in a coffee mood right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I probably have like a mug the size of my face that I'm kind of sinking my face into while you all break open the beers.
I go like, maybe this matches with the coffee, and there's like canned laughter edited in the future. No, okay, fine, it's mine. So the one that was supposed to give you is mine now.
So has everybody answered a question?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I answered one.
Okay. Right. I actually have to go soon, so let's do me moving out.
Oh yeah! Holy crap! That's actually
that was quick.
Yeah, it just appeared on the show. One episode, I was like, okay, yeah, too busy.
That PhD.
Okay, so why don't you choose it? Do you want to choose the next thing?
I'm moving out here. Apparently, according to to the manual, it has 3 parts. It's still early. It's getting late. Let's
Yeah,
just do that.
Mhm.
it's supposed to be the
Yeah.
ending of the game, but I feel like we could somehow pull off like a baby version of it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just assume I've been here for like 10 episodes, and
Ah,
all
yeah.
of you have. Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you have any history or whatever happened, like you just want to refer to like the meat incident, then I'll just roll along with it.
Okay.
Oh, it's perfect. So the camera pans to, instead of beer, we're having wine, as per photo.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And a little bit and more salad. And it's still early and you're still sitting together and have had a few, but you're only a little loose. This is everybody, right?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. Everyone gets to go. Everyone asks, like decides where you are together and then what you're doing, and then ask a question.
Mm,
And Sam will be asking the question as the chooser of the scene.
All right.
But like everybody gets to ask a question.
Okay.
But we can
Yeah.
streamline it if Sam has to go.
Okay. All right. I just go. I accidentally tell a secret when I'm drunk or I'm tipsy, and I'm about to leave. It's all slightly emotional for me. I just sort of like accidentally tell a secret about my feelings for Harry. But I don't say it.
Do you say it
How?
to Harry or do you say it to someone else?
Let me see.
Well, no, I just say it to Harry because it's like, what else can I do? Like this is the final bit. This is the final episode I'm in. But I don't say it like I like you. I just say like, oh shit, I thought you were cute the whole time.
I'll be like,
Harry, does Shizuka cover it up or do you notice?
I can't cover it up.
yeah, I think Harry, definitely notices. And is, I think, part of him doesn't believe her because she's a bit tipsy, and they are on a show, and he's like, how much of this is just for it's her final episode, how much of this is just for the drama. And so I think he just kind of, and I think part of him also like, just doesn't think that is something that people think. And so I think he just kind of laughs it off and goes, yeah, this is just a bunch of cuties all up in here. And like I think as he says that, he like looks over to Farah, but just like it's patting Shizuka on the back and like just helps sits her down and says, look, just stay there, I'm just gonna get you some food, and I'll go like grab like some salads and stuff and come back.
And Ken has like a big jaw, a slack jawed face, like drop jaw face, like what? And then like I think holds Harry's like shoulder right before he leaves. He's like, "Yo, Shizuka, like made antipasti and pomodoro pasta for you. Do you understand how this is? Are you blind or are you? Come on, man. Like, are you?"
I thought she was just really in a cooking mood that night. She just had a bunch of extra that she needed to get rid of, and I'm always hungry.
We had a cooking episode, and she made. What did you make? You made spam, right? And she made spam. Don't tell me that on your birthday, like they suddenly were possessed by some Italian Renaissance. Italian man who create like antipasti. Yo, just she's leaving. Can you be? I feel she's like a sister to me.
Yeah, I mean, and I'll like just pull you further aside so that Shizuka can't hear us. I'm like, she's really great, and we're all good friends in here. But yeah, I don't think that the two of us would, I don't think we'd connect like that so well.
And then I go really pouty face, and I'm like, bummer. Okay. It's like, okay, you go catch your air, fine. And then I walk over to the fridge and find more food. Yeah. And I like
Meanwhile,
slam the microwave as I'm reheating stuff. Can't believe I failed.
meanwhile, like, so Farah's probably like sitting with Shizuka, like comforting or like I don't know, like semi drunk. She probably like I probably actually like heard Shizuka off to like the canoe pool or something. We're probably sitting in the canoe, and I probably like sit her down in the canoe, and I'm just like you know, like it's okay, he'll come around. Just look at you. You know, you're smart and you're beautiful and you're a pastry chef. Like, what kind of fool man wouldn't have a crush on you back?
I don't think I just tell you, you know, because I'm tired. I'm sort of like dealing with all this sort of like this mess of emotion that just go like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who likes me. It doesn't matter how many people can say no to this. I think for me right now it's more a matter of like if there was any reason I need to leave, this would be it, because I don't want a person who doesn't know what they want. I down everything. I sort of like throw the glass inside the water.
So and I kind of like Farah probably like kind of comes up and kind of looks you in the eyes. I'm kind of front on and is like, there are people in this house who know what they want.
Oh yeah, what do you want?
And like
I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna laugh too.
and I'm like I probably pout and kind of lean in and then like chicken out and then kind of look away and like and probably just like take a big sip of beer and like a big breath and kind of just stare at the pool for a bit longer. And I probably would deflect. I feel like I would deflect. Ah, no, totally. I'm clumsy cute. So I probably kind of like turn around and just got to kind of stand up to be like, let's go do something else, but I'll trip and I fall out of the canoe into the pool.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Can this be the point where Harry comes back with more food, just sort of concerned after having chatted with Ken? Just want to check that Shizuka's okay. Sees Farah fall in the water, takes his shirt off and jumps in. I don't know how deep this pool is.
It's not that deep. It's like ankle.
No, it's not that deep. Yeah, jumps in and like goes to help Farah out. I don't know if she's a good swimmer or not, but dashes in to help her anyway, and will carry her back out of the pool unless she puts up a fight, unless she like doesn't want him to.
Like sure. She probably like splashes at him and stuff. But just kind of yeah. I think Farah would let you carry her out of the pool. She'd probably be giggling because like I imagine you're like lifeguard carrying her.
Yep.
So it's probably one of those things like, yeah, every girl loves to be lifeguard carried. Let's be honest. So.
Sure. Yeah, and I'll just like sit you down on one of like those benches or seats that we have off to the side, and yeah, I'll like dash off into the house to get a towel. So while I'm gone, people can do more things, and I'll reappear with a towel shortly.
Yeah, I feel like when Shizuka's like walking into the house and like the scene is playing out in the pool, I feel like I'm like in a mid-tone I'm off key because I'm not in the shower, but I'm like singing Heartbreaker, Roadbreaker, some random pop song that's been edited for television. But I'm like, you keep breaking people's hearts today. Yeah. And I'm like nudging you with my elbow. How does Shizuka react to me teasing? Okay, if that's their reaction,
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like Ken's gonna be like, okay, so have you packed? Have you at least packed?
I've packed. Oof. This is all a bit too much. I think. So I feel like I want to ask you to go back to my room, not with the pretense or anything sexual, just to, have some sort of private space.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like I go with you. I'm like trying to pack. God damn it. I'm like,
I just ask you like wait.
how can I say no to a woman in need?
I just take you aside and I ask you, wait, how long has Farah been into me?
Oh, why don't you ask her? I'm like, I don't know. I think the last episode was their birthday, which was 2.5 months ago. So at least that long.
Wow.
So that's 80% of the show, I think.
How could I not know though?
You know what? Sometimes I'm dense too. That's why I really need some very perceptive friends. Like I once had our what do you call that assistant? What do you call that? The assistant coach person liked me before, and it took me 2 years to understand. So I don't know, yo. I think, yeah, I don't like.
Wow. Huh. It would be good if you had someone to look out for you,
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Is there anyone you feel can fulfill that purpose in your life?
Oh my god. I feel like I bring up something else and then I answer your question. What was I gonna say? Wait. God damn it. Wait, I was gonna say something and then I forgot it.
That's right. You've had a few drinks.
Yeah, I had a few drinks, so I blank out and I'm about to say something and I don't say it. And I'm like, who doesn't? Like I scream a little bit like, what the fuck? Like who doesn't? Like, of course I do. Like it's something I want recently. Like I really like my job. I feel very fulfilled with the kids. This is really fun, but I also like, relationships are so hard. Yeah. And then I rant about how like I don't understand when friends become like lovers. They feel the same to me. And then he's like with a pillow and he's like, yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question, yeah? I step close to you. Am I welcome? I just like move closer to you.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
Yeah.
Very big. Ken is big teddy bear. He's like, muscles are soft somehow.
I think I'm gonna put my hand on your hand. Is that okay?
Wait, are we here?
Yeah, we are here.
Now we.
Yeah. In my hair?
No, your my hand on your head.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
I feel like he's dense as fuck. But he's dense as fuck. But he will let you. He's like
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, it's a big day, you're leaving and everything.
Yeah. Fortunately, I'm also dense. So I'm good. I'm just gonna say something along the lines of, you've been a very good friend to me. I hope to have you around in my life after this as a friend.
Yeah, and I feel like Ken's like totally like in the 80% haze of his brain and his sloshed brain, he's like, yeah, I was gonna say the same thing to you. Like, I really hope that your thesis like smashes it out of the park, and he does a bunch of other puns that are probably inappropriate for like. But and he's like awkward, like yo hug. Wait, is that a question? Should that be a question? No.
I'm not sure.
Or is that
Yeah,
Um,
you're gonna hug
like,
me,
you
right?
can definitely paraphrase one of the questions, right? Like,
Oh my gosh, I only read that I loosen the clothes things.
No, we're not doing that. It's not that kind of friendship.
Yeah, no, but I just move in for a hug. It's that awkward hug. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah, so instead of the hand holding thing, I like release it
Yep.
and go, yeah, platonic. Like,
I say yes. Yeah. Then fade to black. You know, asexual intimacy scenes.
I love it. Yeah. I hear it. Okay.
Okay. You know, I have to
And-
I have to chow now. Sorry, I have to go.
Oh, okay. Yes,
All right.
yes.
Okay.
Thanks for
Thank
the
you so much,
invite.
Sam.
This was fun.
Yes, thank you so much. Feel free to chat. Yeah.
Sorry I delayed everything by so much.
No, all good.
Oh, no, it's
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
See you, Sam.
Bye.
Yes. So we have a fade to black, and we have like a picture of Shizuka with their luggage being hauled into like a tiny van, and it disappearing into the horizon.
Mm.
I don't think we need to do. We don't do this yet. Yeah. Which scene do you guys want to do next? Unless you guys
Well, like,
want to the towel thing.
Yeah, did you want
Yeah,
to
like
explore it any further?
I think we just explore what happens after you carry me out of the.
I'll rush back with a towel and just sort of I go to drape it over you myself. Do you let me, or do you want to take the towel yourself?
I let you.
Sort of drape it over your shoulders and just kind of fold you up. I go to kind of help you dry off, you know, in the rubbing the shoulders kind of way. Do you let me?
Yeah, like, wait, yeah, I think I do. I think I'm pretty loose, and you know, obviously, I'm probably a bit confused after Shizuka. So I think I let you dry my shoulders.
So sort of gently dry your shoulders. Ask, yeah, you're.
You just cut out.
I think they froze. Wait, let's just wait for it to come back.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
You just froze.
Yeah, everything went black for a second. Sorry, I saw you sort of fall in the water. I didn't really see what happened. Are you all right?
I say like, yeah, I'm fine. I kind of look at my empty kind of half pool water filled beer, and I'm like, I need another one of these though. And I kind of like I don't know what I'm wearing, but I feel like it's something that is probably very flattering when you're soaked in water. And and I lead and kind of like you know, with my head gesture towards the kitchen and like go to get another beer. Get my beer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll walk you in.
And and so like when I sit down, I kind of catch your look lingering on me. What is it that caught your eye?
Okay, feel free to veto this if it's not in line with the character, but I think maybe with the water has revealed like now the back of your shirt is a bit see-through, and I noticed that there's a tattoo on your back that I didn't know about that you hadn't mentioned before.
No, I think that's cool. That's cool. What would it be? I feel like it's the kind of thing that I probably got when, like, I probably like got it on my 18th birthday or something, right? Like, as a bit of a joke with a few of my friends.
Wow, I love it. She has such chaotic energy.
Yeah, exactly. And it's probably like, because of that, it's probably like a pretty, like a bit of a, I don't know, like a butterfly taking flight with a flower or something like that. That feels like a Farah type of tattoo to have. So like, yeah, I think it's something like that. And so I think I probably, yeah, I'd probably tell you like the story and kind of like shrug it off.
I'll say, yeah, I have a tattoo like that as well. Yeah, me and some friends. Yeah, it was kind of like a dare that we'd all get one if our footy team lost, and yeah, I have one, but I can't like show it like right now. It's yeah, it's in a kind of private place.
I'm like, oh, why not? You know, I've had a few drinks. I'm probably like, is it here? And kind of point to, I don't know, the back of your shoulder, maybe. You're not wearing a shirt, are you?
No, not anymore.
Right. In that case, I'd probably like point to like your thigh or something like that, something that's covered up.
I'll say, no, not quite.
And I like, probably bite my lip, and I like point to like your butt or something.
Yeah, you got me. Not proud of it. I mean, last time I checked, the artistry is pretty good though.
Yeah, so I'll kind of like I'm probably standing up, and I'll probably like crane over and try to look at my butt, and I'm like, how did you check?
You got to use a mirror. Or, I mean, asking someone else is easier, but, a mirror is usually the way to go. And I'll say, yeah, the design is, it'll probably be, something dumb, like, I don't know, like a banana wearing sunglasses or something.
That's so good.
I love that.
Yeah, I feel like I probably just giggle. And where do you think you're at the moment, Ken? Because I feel like this is a good time for us to be interrupted, but because we have a smaller cast, it's harder to be interrupted right now.
Yeah, totally. I feel like at one point I really desired water. So I went down to get water, and then and then I'm oddly like quiet, but it's just the sudden whooshing of the ref. I keep interacting with food items in all my TTRPGs. but just the sudden whooshing of the ref, like maybe there's like maybe our ref has like really bright light inside of it, and that's like how you notice that there's someone. Like our kitchen's connected.
I'm now kind of picturing you as Han from Fast and Furious, as like always having like something. Yeah. Always having a pack of chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you kind of like, our kind of like, our talk is interrupted by you like pulling open the fridge.
Yeah.
Like the sound of and probably the lights are dimmed, and there's this bright light kind of comes out of the fridge. And you're like, and maybe Ken's like, oh, hey guys.
Yeah. And that's how you have like, the camera like illuminate my face and go like.
Exactly, and that's how that scene ends.
And that's
Yeah.
yeah.
What do we want to do now? Do we want to do 1 year later? Do we want to go back to like normal scenes with just the three of us?
I feel like we can do like a normal scene with just the three of us.
I'm feeling let's go dancing.
Ooh.
That kind of sounds perfect, given where we're at.
There you go.
So I reckon all three of us should go together.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that's great. I'll kind of like probably shake my hair and be like, I need to go get changed.
Also, we're doing prep before the thing. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, so I'll probably run off and get changed and
Yeah, I feel like. Go ahead.
You go.
I feel like I'm really cocky in the sense that it's like they say some of our drills it's got me really limber, and I'm like demoing some drills in the whatever shared space we are in right now, probably the kitchen, and I'm trying to identify which of my sneakers don't have the sticky rubber underneath that will let me twist it without hurting my knee, and I like whine like just a little bit about fuck, my knee still kind of hurts.
So I think I'm off getting changed. I mean, this is between the two of you, between Harry and
Harry and
Ken, I think. Well, I'm off getting changed.
Well, I mean, yeah, with your knee injury, you leave some sweet moves for the rest of us to do, right?
And I'm like, I'm like, I choose to not react to that. And then I'm like, I think these shoes are like slippery enough so that it doesn't exacerbate the knee force.
Yeah, what's your best move? You wanna draw our attention. What's your best move? Show me.
I feel like I have like a quick turn, and then one of those three. Oh God, I don't want to describe it. I feel like Ken's best move is turning around and like okay. He can copy the whole Michael Jackson turns around, kicks, and then the hip thrust with the hat, imaginary hat. Like he can do that sequence kind of well. Yeah. But he can't do the moonwalk part. So he just does the hands part of the moonwalk.
I feel like there's maybe a bit of it, like a short scene here of Harry trying to do it and maybe Ken teaching him that move while we wait.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And I feel like Ken's like really enjoying himself because he likes being a teacher. Even if he's
Yeah, nice.
And then maybe
I kind of imagine.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I kind of imagine that this, like with Ken's level of enthusiasm, he probably was like so keen. Like he probably saw the music video when he was a kid, and just like practiced that dance move over and over and over again until he could get it. So he's so excited that someone else wants to learn it from him.
Yeah. He's like this is why I prepared that time when I was 9. This was this is the moment, and it gets to be on television, and he's very and I feel like that's the reason why he's a little bit sweaty before right at the club we go to. He's already like oh gosh, I'm really tired. I had gym day was yesterday. I was like, oh fuck, I think I'm gonna fuck myself over, but fuck it.
And I'll probably show up around then, kind of like in a new outfit, still looking pretty messy though because of my crazy hair, and it's still kind of like half wet, and I just kind of tied it up in a mess.
And
then we go out somewhere. Where do we go out dancing? What kind of place is this?
I feel like a small club. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom, I
What-
was gonna say it has good food. I'm like, can you not mention the food?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, it's like a small place. The owner is really friendly, the kind that would like say hi to the regulars. Um, the DJ is like a college friend of mine. Like, I am super surprised when we got in. It's like, hey! It's like a really long hey. And then like, and then the DJ is like this bald, um looks like Pitbull but doesn't talk like Pitbull guy. And he's like, oh yo, and then he's like, oh, drinks on me, and asks for tequila shots for everybody. And they're like, oh yo, this is my friends, and then I grab both of y'all like on both of my hands and go like, yeah, this is Harry and this is Farah. We share a house together. Then there's just fourth wall stare at the camera moment.
So before we start dancing, 2 questions to ask everybody. So answer this for each of us. How do you look to me, and what's your mood?
Do I
I already kind of
two of us
answered
answer to
half
you?
of that. Well, I've already answered half of it, right? I've described how I look.
Mhm.
My mood, I think look, I'm a little heartbroken after what happened with Shizuka.
Oh,
But I'm probably also, I don't know, like I'm feeling a little chaotic. I'm feeling like I could do anything right now.
just to get over the whole Shizuka thing.
Yeah, I'm a bit fuck it.
Okay. Yeah, totally. I feel like I'm like in a simple button down and just nice jeans. A little bit sweaty because of the whole instruction beforehand. Um, what's my mood? I feel like he's a little bit of a bunny because, oh my god, somebody wants to learn. I'm such a great dancer. He's not. But he's like, he believes it, so the enthusiasm's up there. So he's like, yeah, that's his mood. But I feel like he's also a little bit nervous because he's like, I'm kind of worrying about, you know, I'm kind of worrying about Farah, but yeah, we're gonna have a fun night, right? Like, yes, you do. Yeah.
Harry is wearing tight leather pants and
Wow.
a see-through shirt. Cause why not? Gonna go out dancing, gonna look good doing it. Now armed with this dance move from Ken. His mood is I feel like he's kind of feeling like a bit out of it, like with Shizuka leaving and like her expressing feelings for him, and so he's just kind of like dancing to forget and just like get lost in the music is his vibe for tonight.
Cool. Each dancer asks 2 questions in total. They choose who they're dancing with for each question. Take turns.
Okay.
So I think I'm probably dancing with. I'd probably make a point to dance with Ken first. And I think like Ken's just like cracking it during this dance. What are you laughing at, Ken?
I
Me in the
think,
corner doing that move.
yeah. Oh, damn. What am I laughing at? I feel like I'm just a giggly drunk. I'm like, it's like just a dumb reason. I'm like, this mix. That DJ friend of mine had it since he was in college. He doesn't even have new tunes. What the hell? No. It's just- Um. Hmm. Hmm. So you're dancing with me. That's not a question yet, right?
Yeah, that was a question. That was a question.
What are you laughing at?
Yeah.
Was the...
What are you laughing at?
I see. Sorry.
Okay, it's on the list. Someone else want to dance with someone?
I feel like after I say that, I tell you about DJ friend, he never got over that song, and then I feel like I stoop lower into your space. I linger near you and go like, because I can't hear you ask the question that much. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm like, like what can you yeah, and then I'm just near. Yeah, so am I welcome?
Yeah, like I think in that kind of mood, I probably just kind of like put my
Crowded.
arms around and like and kind
Okay.
of interpret it as probably something other than what it is.
Okay.
And just because I'm in a kind of heartbroken kind of mood, I'm probably just happy to accept the attention right now, even though I'm probably misunderstanding Ken's intentions.
Probably not. uh, mm, 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 mm. I feel like I feel like there's this song. I'm ironically saying, yo, so the DJ's name is like Dave. I'm like saying, yo, every year he looks more like Pitbull. I will fucking laugh if he says Gasolina. Like, I mean, he's not even Latino, but what? And then I feel like Gasolina plays, and then it's like, and then I'm like, and then there's like the space with my face like to Farah, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, and then I feel like I do the I motion to like put my hands on your hips, but I don't know if you let me or if you do the same to me. So I think I'm just like, yeah.
Like,
Like, do you put it like? I guess I'm
yeah,
asking.
like I think I return it. Yeah.
OMG, very spicy. And then I'm super happy because it's like a 7-minute remix.
Yeah. We have a minute, and then it's Harry's turn to dance. So, like, who do you dance with, Harry?
I think I'm gonna dance with Kenton first. Wanna test my moves, see how I'm going. I stumble, and maybe I stumble a little bit into your space. Maybe do you catch me? Do you help me find my rhythm again?
Yeah, I grab your elbow and like even spin you around. I'm like, yo, not too many margaritas, not too fast. Make sure you get water. Yeah, like your
Thank
shoulder.
you. Yeah, I think I tripped over my own feet there for a second. Could you just like do that one move again, like with the spin? I think I just need to see it one more time.
Yeah, and I do it, except it's a little bit harder because I'm a little bit tipsier. But I do the hip thrust very centrally with like a hair flip,
Mhm.
I'm like, and I'm like, yeah, I'm really feeling myself today. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. All right. And then I'll groove on my way towards Farah.
Yeah, the final dance.
What question to ask? So many good choices. Yeah, I think maybe like it's getting towards like the height of the night. It's getting pretty crowded in this, smaller kind of club that we're in. Our faces are close. Do you turn a little towards me or a little away?
I think I need to set a scene. I need to set the scene. I think so. Like I feel like this must be a slow dance. So kind of like it's getting crowded, and it goes from like, an arms up in the air kind of dance to kind of like a slower pace dance, and so like we kind of like get like one of those pause moments in the evening, and where like the whole room kind of feels like it's taking a breath, and
That's nice.
And yeah, I think I probably turn towards you and kind of like catch you in the eye. Like, because I think in that moment, it's probably like very clearly like one of those awkward moments where like it's in the air. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think I kind of like probably like, turn my head towards you and blush or something like that.
Mm-hmm. I say, yeah, Harry blushes right back. Offers to be your partner for this nice slow dance.
Yeah, and I think we probably slow dance. We probably slow dance kind of like holding close for the length of the song.
Yeah, and I feel like at that moment you can cut to
Yeah.
You can cut to Ken trying not to vomit outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the end of the night, I reckon.
Yeah, the moment that you feel like you're gonna see it, the camera cuts.
Yeah. You're like, oh, something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Amazing.
To a different scene. Okay.
All right. So now we get to choose another scene. Or do we feel like with just 3 characters we've kind of explored as much as we can and we go to finish the 1 year later scene?
I'm okay with doing more, to be honest.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Well, who wants to then like? Yeah. What move do you want to do then, Ken? What do you want to take a moment together with someone? Go out for food with someone?
Yeah, I feel like I will go out for food as Ken and Maria will always get that choice. And they take Farah out, and they're like, there is this takoyaki cart. It just opened. It had very passionate, like Shizuka was a consultant on it. They're very. It's like some bunch of some gourmet people with like budget stuff. They balanced everything. I am very like I will drag you here because for some reason, wow, the names are not sticking to my brain. For some reason, Harry has a lot of bookings today, and I'm not going there without someone to listen to me talk about it. Yeah.
So is this like a street cart that you've taken me to?
Yeah.
Or is it like a restaurant?
Street cart, but it's almost a restaurant, hole in the wall moment. And it's a little bit.
It's got those plastic tables out the front that everyone sits at.
And it's newly opened, and the person who like did it is kind of famous, but not famous. It's all mid-tier stuff. So we're like in line.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I dressed really nice, and I'm like, yeah, no, not a date. Harry was busy.
And like I'm probably yeah, like I'm probably not dressed real nice. I'm probably like no, not just badly, but
Mm,
kind of like in kind of slouch clothes.
okay. Yeah, yeah,
Because it sounded like you were like, I'm like, no, I'm dragging you out to this place, this new place. We gotta go.
yeah,
And
yeah.
you probably caught me a little unawares, and I didn't have not much prep time. I probably
Oh,
didn't notice that you were dressed up until after we kind of like were standing still for a little while.
yeah, yeah. And how do you look to me? I feel like how I look at you is like, oh, you're still freaking cute, even if you're tired.
Yeah, what are you wearing? Like what's like dressed up? Is dressed up like you
Like
just like you've done your hair?
I'm usually in athleisure, and for once, you see me in a button up and loafers,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Really, this is a freaking street cart. It's a bit overdressed, but the belt matches the shoes somehow." And you're like, "What? Did you ask Harry for help? I thought Harry was busy." You know?
Yeah, yeah, totally. Like so I probably like I think you look good, but like I'm kind of like perplexed a little bit. I'm just like street cart. You know what? I probably I'm getting the sense that I'm a little dense.
Okay.
I probably am like you must really want to impress this friend of yours. I'm
Say
probably
that.
jumping to that conclusion.
You don't say it out loud, so you're just thinking that.
No, I think that. I think
Okay.
that I'm gonna guess that the food cart owner is like definitely I'm gonna assume it's a girl until I'm who you're interested in until I'm otherwise.
My mood is I'm fidgety because I've been chatting with Shizuka, and they told me that, hey, to find out if you really like someone, go out and eat with them alone, and if you really like talking to them a lot, maybe you have feelings for them. And I'm like, okay, I'm like, I will try that. He's like very fidgety
and
to
I'm
test.
probably really curious, like
Yeah,
both about um this fancy takoyaki place and also about you.
yeah.
Um,
I feel like that's my question. I say or do something stupid. I say like the I say the whole Shizuka bit of like that after a meal with someone you will find out if you really do like them, right? Like it's tried and tested. Like I said something like it's supposed to be witty, but it doesn't really land.
yeah, yeah. But like I'm totally the kind of person to let it slide, I think. And I'm like, what do I say? I probably say I probably make like an awkward joke back, like something like yeah, it depends on the place they take you to, doesn't it? Something like that. That probably makes like I probably meant it to kind of like deflect, but
Hmm.
I feel like you might take it more personally than I intended.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I feel like we're like near
Um,
the ordering line by that time, so I
yeah,
couldn't.
totally. We're order.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't change.
and then I ordered like half the menu. I'm like, I want to
Yeah,
try this. I want to try that. Okay, I order half of it.
and I feel like your enthusiasm for this place is probably infectious.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Um, so I'm probably like, oh, what's good, and kind of looking at all the stuff on the menu, being like, I should have tried this, or should I try that, or
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. yeah, I convince you to get the classic, and that you can try some of mine if I like it, because they come in sets anyway, and it's you have to be strategic about your own stomach, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah, and I feel like we walk over to the table, um, and then and then I say, you know what, uh, I feel like I say something like, oh, you know what? I feel like I've been talking over you the whole time because of trying to explain to you the intricacies of takoyaki cuisine. So why don't you just ask me anything, and I will
uh,
consider it while eating my classic avant-garde takoyaki version number
and I'll
one.
say, yeah. And I'll probably ask you, you know what? I'd probably say, like, do you miss Shizuka? I really miss Shizuka.
I go like, yeah. I mean, I think we don't really notice. What do you call this? You know that quote, like, you don't really appreciate something when it's there, only when it's gone. I think,
Mm.
and then I feel like Ken's like, I think that's just how things work.
He's like, and I'm probably like, yeah, yeah, me too. I
And
wish
he
I'd
and
spent
then,
more time with her when she was there, or something like that.
yeah, and then I feel like Ken's like, yo, she recommended me this place. Are you not chatting?
The place we're at now?
Yeah,
No way.
yeah. Yes
Um,
way, yes way. And then I show you my phone, but I'm like, yeah, but it's not talking about, let's stay in the now. But he says it kind of ironically. Yeah,
hmm.
yeah. Yeah, she's here. Yeah. And then,
um, and then then I'm like, okay, ha- what do you think about Harry?
and then that's I feel like that is Ken's face. He's like,
Oh,
and I feel like, yo, I like Harry, but every time he looks like he likes you, I kind of get pissed, and I think that's why I like you. And I go like, oh wait, god damn it, did I just say that? Yeah,
and
and I feel like he's almost talking to the air, not talking to you. He's like, you know what? I like him, but every time he's like really close to me and shit again, it's really nice. It kind of grates me, and I don't understand it. Yes, but I can never like hate him for it because he has total rights to do it, and then he's just talking like that, as if he
yeah, and I
didn't
think
drop the whole detail within that rant.
yeah, and I think I let it slide, um, rather than, but like I probably totally get it. I probably get it. I probably get it, and just can't process it right now because like I'm in my head. This is like the next day, right? Like the morning after the night of dancing or something, or like the
Uh-huh.
lunchtime after probably.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm probably still processing everything else.
Uh-huh. Aw.
So I probably let it slide, but I certainly don't knock it back or hold it against you.
Aw. Yeah. And then I feel like Ken is super relieved that you didn't like pester too much about it. He's like, oh, okay, they don't hate me. All right.
Yeah, right.
And then he's like, okay, I'll take that, and then proceeds to like, okay, come on, let's go home. Okay, all right. Before I say anything else, that's stupid. Yeah, yeah,
All right, and we head home.
yeah. I feel like there's like just a few scenes of like Ken having to work out and Ken being cute with kids because
Yep.
he hasn't been his job for a while.
Yeah, because the way this ended up working out for us, it's all taken place over like 24-hour period.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. It's fine. How about you, Logan? What do you want to do? Or we could
Yeah,
also
do you want a big scene?
Hmm.
Though we've technically done everything except moment together.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's
What you want?
right for like where I'm feeling like it's going. I'll also have a quick read of moment together. Yeah, I don't think we're at that. Yeah.
And if we feel like it's going towards
The
a year later, and we can figure out what happened in retrospect. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Oh yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that then.
A week,
So this
not
is
a
now.
year.
What was that, Maria?
A week or a year? I didn't hear Deal right.
Like it doesn't have to be a year, but like long enough for everything to kind of shake out is kind of the idea,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so we've like moved out of the house.
Yeah, after we've moved out of the house, and then we catch up at like a local place, like a restaurant or something. Probably at the takoyaki place.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we doing this?
Page. That's it.
Okay.
And so like it's the same rules as the party rules, yeah. So everybody just pick someone and ask a question.
Okay.
Does anyone have like a drive to go first?
Oh, I feel like Ken's very quiet in this one. Very serious. Didn't order that much stuff, but ordered a lot for everybody else.
Yeah, and I probably ordered the same thing as you got me to order. I don't know, a year ago or a few months ago when we were in the house.
How about wait? How about Harry? Like, what's their mood like in this months after the house moving?
I feel like in the year since having moved out, Harry's really progressed in hairdressing. Now he's expanded his repertoire. Different colors that he can dye and like do special designs in like people's fades and that kind of thing. A lot more detailed than that. And I think he's excited to like come back and see Ken and Farah after not seeing them for ages, and just like catch up with them again and see where they're at. So I feel like his mood is definitely excited.
Yeah, I feel like Ken just mutters about, "Oh, I hate that Shizuka couldn't make it," and then asks over to Harry if like, did you regret? Oh, in the time that we were living together, did you regret anything?
Oh, good question. I think his eyes sort of.
And he says that he has this in an absent-minded way, so it's not too deep. Like it doesn't feel too deep immediately, but because he's Ken, it's almost like he just kind of says it, and you can take it as lightly or as seriously as you want with the way he says it.
Yeah, I think Harry's kind of thinking, and his eyes sort of glide over Farah, who's maybe still ordering food from the stall,
Yeah,
and
totally.
on the way back, and he's just kind of sort of looking in her direction. I don't know if Ken's paying attention to where Harry's looking, and he just goes, "Yeah, it's more of I regret not doing something than doing something, you know,
Damn.
kind of leaving it unspoken." Yeah, things unsaid rather than said, you know.
Yeah, and then I feel like Ken just grumbles like, yeah, totally, I know you feel. I once really, 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 really liked this dog, and I didn't get it. But you had a feeling that I was going to say something else.
Yeah, I'm like this dog. Oh.
And then he's like, sometimes you just need to, like, you need to ride out the feeling when it's really there. And then he goes back to eating teppanyaki.
And Harry's like, right.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna add, yeah, so this, but like, if you still like the dog later, I mean, you should probably still see if the dog is available, right?
Yeah, and I feel like Ken is like just leaned over you, like with his chin and his palm, and is half bored and is kind of like, but you're not the same person as the time that you first set your eyes on that dog, like the whole foot in the river thing, and it's just never the same. At least that's for me. And I feel like Ken has this Ken really sounds like he's just talking to himself in the sense that it's not the same though. Depends. Like I don't want the dog anymore. Like it's not he's like I saw the who was the one who was showing us our photo? It was Shizuka, right? Or oh, it was you.
No, it was Harry's client. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, he's like, I mean, I only liked it because be, mm, I'm like riffling through reasons to why Ken likes the dog and then doesn't like it anymore, or still likes it but not anymore. Oh, okay. I now have the idea. I feel like Ken said something like, because I feel like the time that I liked it, I associated it with a certain time of my life, and like times passed, and I just don't have the same association anymore. I don't know about you.
That's fair, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if, for example, you'd sort of first seen this dog in an unusual circumstance, yeah, I can understand that. And the dog's probably changed too.
Yeah, and then Ken just blurts it out. He's like, like yeah, I kind of hate my team right now. Like it was my dream job for a while, and then now it's not, and it's just a job now. But I don't hate it enough that I leave.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and then I still like coaching kids in the side. Yeah, and I go like, yeah. Just the knee is fucking me over too much.
Sorry to hear that, man.
And then he's like, yeah, sorry that I put like a damp towel over the conversation. And he's like, yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Kind of just crumples into himself. Yeah. And he's like,
probably Farah's ordered her food and probably comes back around now, so you can continue talking about this, or you can use that as an excuse to segue out of it if Ken's feeling uncomfortable.
I know Ken's just, Ken's just being himself, so he's fine. Yeah.
So Tara probably asked Ken then, it's like, well, what are you most proud of then? Like, what are you proud of achieving in your job? Even though you don't love it as much as you used to
The
love it.
house thing. My job, not the house thing, right?
Yeah.
He says that I think I was a really good little blocker. Like people like the strikers, but and people think the defenders are kind of cool, but just being a reliable center is not glamorous, but it's like I feel like I've done a good job. Like I took it seriously. I don't know. I'm just tired. I think I'm tired. I'm not sure what. I think I just need to just get my fire back to like this again. Yeah. And then
So what do you
he's like, am I making sense? And then it's like, he's like, yeah, I'm just making sense. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
No, totally, you are. You're making so much sense.
Yeah.
What are you thinking of doing next?
Um. He ruffles his hair and then he just slaps it back on like the table or his knee and he's like, I still feel like I've got a few years in me. Rehab looks like it's gonna be good. But I think I'm gonna be happy as a coach. I'm actually a really good coach. And my reviews are picking up. Um I'm a food reviewer now.
Oh,
So Shizuka is laughing at me about it.
Not just takoyaki anymore.
I don't know. And then he goes like, I don't know. I have a passion for takoyaki, and also food, and then and a strong love affair for other kinds of food. Yeah, yeah. Mostly street,
That's awesome.
like recovery stuff after working out. Yeah, yeah. Mm. And then I feel like I asked Farah, did something happen on your last night in the house?
Ah,
Like I remember we talked, but I don't remember everything.
I feel like something happened. What happened? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, so much narrative responsibility in this question.
Um. Oh wait, no.
um,
You can also not remember.
no, I feel like yeah. So I probably blush and because I assume the last night in the house wasn't the night we were talking about. It's some night further on down the track, yeah.
Yeah.
And I reckon I probably um like I think probably what actually happens is I don't answer the question. I'll like shrug it off or giggle it off or something. I'll say some offhand comment, but like there's like a flashback to me kind of going up to Harry's door
Oh no.
and
Okay.
going to knock
And then
and then kind of chickening out and kind of like turning around and kind of going back to my room. But I reckon
yeah.
Harry has no idea, and I don't say anything. I just think about saying it and then change the subject.
Yeah, and then so what did you tell Ken when I asked you that?
And I think I would have said, no, it was just kind of a quiet night. You know me, I don't make a big fuss or something like that.
Mm.
But like, you know, Ken can still read body language. He knows
Yeah.
that I'm not
Yeah.
telling the whole truth.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, but he's like too, he's kind of like too much of a, okay, if you don't want to tell me, then fine. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Hmm.
We need to ask 2 questions, right? Or is this more of like whatever I feel like asking?
Well, for this, it's not. You don't have to pick 2 questions. We just have to
Okay.
ask everyone a question. But like, if we
Oh no! Okay,
Oh,
we shall wait. There,
to come back.
there you go.
sorry, you all cut out
I,
there for a moment.
yeah.
I think
Did
if we
I?
feel
Did
like
we?
we have closure on our characters, then we
Did
ask
we?
the number of questions we need to.
Have I asked Harry a question? I have, right? I asked him what he would, right?
Yeah.
I
So,
haven't asked Harry a question,
okay.
and I
I
think
haven't.
that I think I want to ask Harry a question because I feel like I kind of got closure on Ken. I think your answer for Ken was really great,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of like the ambiguity in mine.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel. I feel like I want to know more about Ken. Sorry, more
Oh,
about Harry.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna ask Harry. Harry, what was your favorite memory from the house?
My favorite memory from the house. Hmm. I think it was that one time we had like a board games night, and yeah, we like
An RPG.
teams. Yeah, maybe yeah, some various RPG type games, and it was Ken and Shizuka versus Harry and Farah, and yeah, I think what Harry is thinking is that was like a nice, like they were a team, and he enjoyed like that working together and like that sense of a unit. But he would say, yeah, oh yeah, I think the board games night was my favorite night. That was just we made a good team.
Yeah, we did. I kind of like look at you shyly, probably.
Hmm.
Not sure what question to ask Harry because I want to know what happened to you since what's happened in the last year. You kind of like given it a. What about where do you live now and who with? Is that?
I'll say yeah. I've moved to an apartment that's a bit closer to the hair salon that I work at. It's within walking distance now, so don't have to use my car as much. And yeah, I think I lived there just with just a bunch of other initially just random folks that now I'm friends with. And yeah, like we're all kind of friends, but we all have our own lives as well. So it's nothing. It's not like what we had in the house. All of us. But yeah, I mean it's a nice place and it's really convenient. Pretty spacious too. So yeah, I mean like it's a nice place to live for sure. I mean there's better company out there, but uh, yeah, I can't complain.
I probably would like play with my takoyaki. You kind of don't meet your gaze and probably like say, so you're seeing anyone?
No, not at the moment. Nah. Why? You seeing someone?
I probably like drop my takoyaki, I just kind of like fumble my chopsticks and drop it, and it kind of falls in the sauce and kind of splats, and I kind of like
Oh,
shit.
oh, here, let me, and I'll like grab a napkin and kind of just go to like clean it up. And maybe I don't know, maybe there's like a drop that's kind of splashed up on your face, and I'll go to with the napkin, the classic, wipe it away. Do you let me?
Um, Yeah, I do.
And I don't think like he even realizes he's just like kind of like cleaning. It's like, oh, there's one, and then like realizes the the intimacy of the gesture, and kind of like pauses, and he's like, do I make? He's like, do I make eye contact? Do I what's gonna how's this gonna change the mood of the moment? He's just sort of like staring, I guess like your mouth area where the drop is, and like as he pulls away, like he can't help but look up.
Yeah, I think we probably both pull away at the kind of the same time. When we realize what's happened, and I feel like that is exactly the moment where Ken would interrupt with like a Ken joke. To lighten the mood.
Yo, you're still muted, Maria.
Oh yeah. I say do that. Something. But yeah.
But
Yeah, maybe I'll just be like, yeah, kind of like pull back and look over to Ken and be like, so Ken, let me look up some of these questions here. What do you like most about being like a proper food critic now? Do people like send you free food and stuff?
I feel like it's actually just being okay with your niche interests that you had as a kid, and like being more public about it. Yeah, I feel like because I feel like the whole food blog thing is like a very nerd. I know that sounds weird, but like it's a very like niche nerd thing that doesn't jive with his athlete jock persona that people usually perceive him with. And like his writing voice there is super like like he's usually bubbly, right? Like no, he has like compound sentences in his reviews. It's very very articulate, and
yeah,
and
right.
and I feel like just being able to show like that part of him is like what's actually relieving. Like he like says that, I think the best part of it is that I can just finally say what I want to say and just be more okay with people knowing more parts of me.
Do you think that we knew that Ken was like capable of that kind of level of
Articulation.
articulation?
I don't know. Up to you guys.
Like my gut is like no. My gut is that like maybe Ken hit it a little bit from his friends as well as.
Yeah, like people don't know his blogger name.
Exactly.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, and he's like, I feel like he's still coming to terms with it in a sense. But he's like, yeah, I'm having fun though, but he's still kind of gloomy about like he's still kind of shaking his knee. He's like, I'm still kind of pissed about this injury. Like he says that I'm happy that I have something that I really like, but I feel like it's some kind of weird karma that it's at the expense of something else that I really liked for a longer time.
Yeah. But at least you're still coaching, bringing up the next generation.
And he's like, yeah, I'm not good with feelings. He says that literally out loud. He's like, not good with feelings. Need to like, yeah. And he's like, "Oh, I did the thing again." he's like, yeah. I did the thing again. It's too sad. And then he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Like, please. drink my beer for me. Oh wait, that might be unsanitary. Extra beer for me. Like yes, this is like a cold, it's from a distiller that that's only from this side of the city. Really good, cares well. I can assure you. Yeah.
Mm.
I definitely see you there. But I mean, if y'all want to, I feel like I've fleshed out what happened to Ken.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm still open for like him chilling there if y'all wanna.
What are you thinking? Yeah.
I like I think I'm happy with both Ken and Harry's kind of story. I think
Mm-hmm.
we know that Harry is happy and
Oh,
thriving in his business, and I think we know that.
oh, I feel
I,
yeah, because someone's really asked Farah about working in the in their
yeah,
yeah. I feel like yeah, sure. I feel like Ken randomly like tries to change the conversation about like yeah. Like don't you ever feel that way, Farah? How's the center going?
yeah, and I think that Farah, like a year later, like
Yeah,
either I think she's maybe realizing that the job isn't what she expected it to be,
mm-hmm.
or and maybe is a little jaded.
Okay.
Is that a Farah thing, or would Farah just be loving the fact that she's caring for people? No, I think that probably this is like everything she wanted to do ever since she was quite young, and then she studied for it, and she's gone out and done it, and she's found it maybe not quite as rewarding as she always thought it would be. Um, there are probably like rays of sunshine, but like overall, like most jobs, she's probably being surprised by the fact that sometimes it's a bit thankless.
Mm.
So I think she probably just answers with like a sigh. It's like, oh yeah, it's fine. Another day, another dollar, or something like that.
Hmm.
I feel like Ken's like, yeah, I mean, sometimes they get it, sometimes they don't, huh?
Mm,
Yeah, like and he's referring to like the clients or like the patients.
yeah, yeah. And then she's like, yeah, like she probably responds to that with, yeah, like, yeah, like sometimes they don't feel like she doesn't feel like they realize that she's there for them, like to help them or something like that, or it feels like they don't realize that. Um, and then she kind of shrugs it off because I think that that's probably not the image that she kind of wants to put out of herself. She doesn't want to, she wants to put out that kind of like bubbly, kind of enthusiastic persona. She doesn't really want to let on that those kind of like the less positive parts of the job are grinding her down.
Yeah, I feel
Like I don't
like
think that's
Ken.
something she. Yep.
I feel like Ken just tilts his head and is like, "Oh, but that's what friends are for."
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here if you ever want to vent or, a listening ear, shoulder to cry on, that kind of thing.
Yeah. She's kind of like thanks, and
Yeah.
it just says thank you. But But I think she just leaves it at that.
Yeah, I feel like Ken offers like a toast to like, yeah, to yeah,
Mm.
all of that, and then like, and then insists on it, even if some of y'all just have water.
Yeah.
And he's like,
I think Farrah probably has a beer.
Yeah, Harry will have a beer to keep on keeping on.
Well, why doesn't that probably makes for a nice like final shot, right?
yeah,
Ken orders beers and then everybody ching.
aw, yeah, I love it. So, and then like the credits roll, and then
Yeah, exactly.
you have like their you have like a reminiscent shot of how they entered the house, you know, and they look
Yes.
like a year younger, and you see the outfit they had when they were introduced into the show, and then they're like, oh, thank you audience for supporting us.
Yeah, precisely.
Sponsored
And
by blah blah blah.
yeah, an ending theme. And yeah, so that will be the end of our game, and I will stop the stream for now, and we can do like wrap up stuff after. But to anyone who's listening, thank you. Hope you enjoyed.
Yeah.
Quickie, quickie.